The tragic legend of Gelert is one of the most heartbreaking and suspenseful stories in history. Llywelyn the Great, a Welsh prince, trusted his loyal dog Gelert to guard his infant son, but a tragic misunderstanding led to an irreversible mistake. This story is dedicated to my daughters, Lois and Louise, who loved listening to this story when they were children. Beddgelert is a beautiful village set amongst the mountains of Snowdonia in North Wales. It was home to Prince Llywelyn the Great, who was known for his wisdom and strength, and he enjoyed hunting with his knights and hounds. There was only one companion that he trusted above all, and that was his loyal dog, Gelert. Gelert was no ordinary hound. His sharp instincts and unmatched bravery made him the guardian of Llywelyn's household, the protector of his most cherished treasure, his infant son. One fateful morning, Llywelyn prepared to set out on a grand hunt. The forests beckoned and the thrill of the chase, but before he left the palace, he cast a final glance at his son, peacefully sleeping in his cradle, and then at Gelert, who lay dutifully by the baby's side. With a reassuring pat, Llywelyn commanded, "Guard him well, my friend." Hours passed, and as the prince pursued his game through the dense woodlands, danger lurked closer to home. A shadow slinked into the castle, a wolf, its eyes gleaming with hunger. Silent as the wind, it prowled towards the cradle, its fangs bared. But Gelert was no ordinary dog. Instinct erupted within him. With a deep growl, he sprang forward, colliding with the predator in a clash of fury. The wolf lunged, teeth snapping, but Gelert was faster, his fangs tearing through fur and flesh. The room trembled with the ferocious battle as the cradle overturned, sending the baby tumbling onto the soft rug. Snarls and yelps echoed through the stone halls. Furniture shattered and tapestries tore as the beasts thrashed. At last the fight ended. Gelert stood victorious, his body heaving with exhaustion, his fur drenched in blood. The lifeless body of the wolf lay still beside him. The sound of galloping hooves shattered the silence. Llywelyn had returned. He strode into the room, eager to embrace his son, but what he saw horrified him. The cradle overturned, Gelert's muzzle stained red. Blood splattered across the chamber. Panic surged through his veins. Where was his son? A cold dread clawed at Llywelyn's heart as he looked at Gelert. The dog's tail wagged weakly, his eyes pleading for understanding, but Llywelyn saw only betrayal. Rage consumed him. With a cry of anguish, he drew his sword, and without a second thought, he plunged the blade into Gelert's side. The hound whimpered, a final heart-wrenching sigh escaped his throat as he collapsed at his master's feet, and silence fell. Then a sound, faint, delicate, but unmistakable. A baby's cry. Llywelyn turned, his heart pounding. He rushed to the cradle and found his son, alive, unharmed, lying beside a slain wolf. The truth dawned on him that Gelert had fought valiantly to save his child, and Llywelyn had mistakenly killed his most faithful companion. A cry of despair echoed through the castle. Llywelyn knelt beside Gelert's lifeless body, tears streaming down his face. His friend had died by his own hand. Legend says Llywelyn never recovered from his mistake. Overcome with sorrow, he buried Gelert within the highest honour, erecting a monument where the noble hound lay, and from that day on he never smiled again. To this day, the village of Beddgelert, translated from Welsh to English as Gelert's Grave, stands as a solemn reminder of loyalty, love, and the irreversible weight of a single mistake. The story of Gelert is a tale that lingers in the hearts of those who hear it, a cautionary reminder never to act in haste, to trust before condemning, and to honour those who serve us with unwavering devotion. Gelert's name lives on, not just in stone, but in legend, where the faithful hound is remembered for his sacrifice. If you would like to share your views regarding this legend, or any of the stories that we tell, then feel free to leave a comment.